All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Black Desert. So today we are actually grinding the new Sulfur Dehkia spot, and it's gonna be my first time here. I've been meaning to want to do this for a while, but I've just been busy. But anyway, with that said, we're gonna give it a shot. They also made a change recently in the patch notes to have more like icon indicators, so I'm hoping I can actually see it with all the buffs. One thing that I do wish they could change is like you can see all your buffs. Eventually they kind of cap it out. But with that said, let's see, we are 240. I should probably use this because it expires in 5 days. We're here at 270. Max it out. All right, cool. So many things I have to remember. I think these are demi-humans, if I'm remembering correctly. Let me see. I don't know if I'll need elixirs versus just regular draft, but you know, might as well turn it on. I wish there was an all-in-one preset. I could just, I know there's a fairy, which makes it easier, but I wish I didn't have to remember to turn on like 15 different things. Pets on, check. Bells, actual buffs, crystals, light stones. All right, so I don't really know what to expect. I'm just kind of going in blind, and I still have to grind for the archaeologist map. I have 1 out of 5 pieces, and I got the easy one of the 2 at Peliku. I heard it wasn't too bad compared to, like, I don't know, the compass. So if I can finish the compass grind, apparently this one is not too bad. But with that said, I'm also running with Agris just because I had 100,000. So I'll do another video as well. No Agris, just to see how much silver you can get total, or with and without. But for today, I'm just gonna dunk Agris. They need to come out with more spots that are worth using with Agris, like the Highlands one in the new Ulakita area. That was a great spot. It was 10 out of 10. Unfortunately, as all things stay out longer, the price went down just because everyone has gotten their Kabua artifacts and stuff. I know there are a lot of people still working on the flame for the shoes, but not so much the artifacts itself, since you could just buy them. I do like the direction they're going by adding more tower spots, and by tower I mean like Dehkia and all this stuff, just where you just stand still and things come to you. Oh yeah, I should probably turn this on as well. Isn't there one here, like one map piece that's harder to get than the others? But with tower spots, they make it a lot easier, more or less. I feel like the one at Peliku, what is it, the warder? I don't actually remember. One that's annoying because there just isn't a lot of spawn for that one. Okay, yeah, so after like the first few minutes, I'm realizing that I could probably get away with just running a frenzy here. Not that it's like that much more expensive to run elixirs, but it's one of those not too bad ones. Also, by the way, if you didn't catch the video from the other day, there was a new outfit for all the female classes that came out. I thought it was really nice. It's actually this one right now. So if you want to check out how it dies and everything, yeah, you can check that one out. It's a pretty cool one. Okay, so usually when there's an AoE on the ground, it means bad. In this game, okay, so if anyone's ever played any sort of RPG game in general, you know, red means bad, green means good. It's universal standard, right? In this game, they like to match the colors on the ground with the things, and no one actually knows what it means until you've grinded there for a while. So I wish they would just use universal red, green to indicate bad and good. I don't know what this does. Should I stand in it? Probably not. When in doubt, just don't stand in things. Ooh, that kind of hurt. I kind of want to know what they do, but I also don't really want to stand in it. Back attack damage is up. Okay, so you do stand in purple. Earthquake beneath me. All right, you know, for science, we'll just stand in everything, whether it's red, blue, purple, yellow. Dude, there's so many colors. Ooh, I need those. The air grows damp. Okay, so let's see. What does this do? Do I get yeeted? You surrendered to the surging hour, proving your bravery. You can inflict powerful damage to the void burned lava tribe. Okay. Attack cast speed up. God, this game really wants to make you do something different. Like, you know that copy your homework but make it look different meme? It's like, okay, so all games are like, don't stand in red, right? This game is like, here, just stand in all the red and all the different colors. I feel like that's not good, though. Okay, red actually bad. Oh my god, it's 2024 and it's still giving me soiled sisal necklaces. They really need to just remove that from the drop table and then just straight up give you a sisal necklace. Like, you know how they remove the things where you have to craft the Deboreka accessories and then they just like up their rate for a straight drop? Yeah, just do that for all the old school grind spots that gave you like an RNG drop like that, like crescents, sisals. They're all outdated gear. Well, crescents aren't that bad. Like, yeah, they're kind of outdated, but they're not bad. Sisals are just, they were never really good. They were okay. It's never like what you wanted. Okay, so pink is not good. Oh, they're giving me a lot of those. Am I supposed to stand in these geysers? Attack cast speed up 10 seconds. I come to first like few minutes I was getting a lot of those AoEs on the ground, but now it's gone. I don't particularly understand. I think each color gives you a different sort of buff. But okay, small burning smell. Okay, so red bad, geyser, got the attack speed. I'm convinced. Okay, so I'm pretty sure yellow is actually bad. Yeah, yellow bad. Geyser just kind of launches you in the air. I'm pretty sure if I did another hour again after learning everything, I could do so much better. But, you know, it's all part of learning. Of the two, though, I think environmentally, I think I like this spot a lot more than Pilaku. I'm just gonna stand in all of them and see which one gives me buffs and which one doesn't. Turns out, like, I have no idea. All I'm seeing is that the blue one, the blue geyser, like kind of cleanses the bad on the ground. And sometimes you get a small buff. Interesting. Yellow has been proven to be bad. But I will continue to stand in it for science. Yeah, it's just a small tick, no buffs or anything. I don't know, I feel like if you could tank it, but you're still grouping everything in yellow, it's probably still like a trash increase. Like more dangerous dot, but getting more trash loot, so that's good, I think. It's 2024, everyone should have an infinite potion these days. That's kind of cool. The geyser gives you, I think the void burn bonus, or just like the damage bonus. To this day, I'm not really sure 100% how you get the geyser buff. Yeah, that elite mob, not so great. What is this loot? I'm mostly here for the map piece, but if we can get debos on the side, which you can get the earrings, that's awesome. But from what I heard, all the debo places are like, or the earring places are like within 1 every 6 hours, which doesn't feel good. Honestly, if you are starting out the game, or not the game, but like starting out your debo journey, I would 100% start with the necklace because it gives the most AP for the amount of effort you're gonna have to put in, followed by the belt, because Crypt actually has a pretty decent drop rate for debo belts from my experience. And then earrings last because they're the least value, and also the drop rate kind of sucks actually in all the spots. I think the best place if you're unironically going for earrings is probably to just find a group and do Olins. Wait, can you get like normal sissels here? Yeah, you can get a normal one. Okay, so how do you get geyser buff? Also, yeah, I know I'm standing in bad, but everything just kind of groups up and it doesn't really hurt. Just one of those things where like played any other sort of game, you just know it's bad, don't stand in it. I guess melee is more of a problem for melee characters, classes. So I have to stand in it, right? How accurate? Like, I thought I was into blue. But I have to continue staying in it. Also, I'm glad this spot gives a decent amount of ancient scrolls because we need to do some enhancing soon. Wait, am I? We got another 40 minutes. Think it's 1 Dehkia fuel per minute. Gonna recharge that soon. I should have more. If not, I'll just make it. It's not a big deal. I wasn't really looking at it. I was like, oh, we're almost out of Dehkia fuel. I want to get that 1 minute geyser buff again. I don't know how. I'm just kind of like standing in all the bad things I shouldn't, just trying to figure this out. Did you see in the Global Labs notes as of today, actually, the 26th, that they're going to be revamping Node Wars entirely, which is interesting. When you see the thing, all these messages... Okay, so let me just stand in this one. Okay, so I knew you had to stand in the thing to get the 1 minute buff, but it doesn't tell you, it's like, here, just kind of stand in it for 20 seconds kind of thing. Okay, so that's probably a fat DPS increase. So blue is the only one, like, should stand in. Everything else is kind of bad as far as I understand. Why are there even like 4 different color AoEs? We have a pink one, yellow, red, and then blue. Why? I don't know. Probably stand in this. So when that geyser's up like that, it's just kind of visual, like you can't refresh your buff or anything. Or can you? I don't know. I'll just stand in it. I don't think you can. I think if you watch my Pilaku jail videos, I think our unluckiest streak with the Sissels is probably like 0-13 for the Soileds. Not that they're worth anything, it's just kind of fun to track. Out of curiosity, like, what was the accuracy usage? Oh god, that's not good. It was just me, like, not using it, so. I'm not gonna, like, track the trash loot this hour, because it's, like, gonna be skewed. Okay, so overall, pretty easy spot. I don't particularly think that anyone trying this out for the first time would need a full elixir rotation. And probably gonna help, but I don't think you need one. Probably be fine with frenzy and go. They should have an option to change all these soileds into a debo. Like here, change about like what would it be? Conversion rate, 100 of them for one debo. I would do it. No, get me in. You actually kind of have to hit those pretty quickly. After seeing so much clutter on screen, like, you know how it gives you those text warnings? I just kind of like phased them out, but I should probably actually pay attention to the geyser one because that's the only one that matters. Burning smell. Let's actually figure out what these warnings or warning indicators mean. Burning smell is the sulfur bundle. Okay, cool. We don't want to stand in that. vibration rumbles mean launch and 1 minute buff. Okay, cool. I wish they wouldn't put bad on top of the good. Stop stacking AoEs. Yeah, that red, that's not good. Just red bad will always be bad. As far as I know, purple, not so great. You could stand into geyser for like the speed buff. If you get, okay, so if you get launched into air, you get this one to 1 minute. But you get the whirling rapids if you just stand into geyser. It's like speed buff. Pink, I'm not really sure, but I don't think it's good or gives anything. I think it's just a don't stand in bad kind of thing. I'll stand in it for science. Yeah, I think it just chunks you. It's a bad AoE. Yep, okay, so blue geysers, only the good thing you wanted to stand in. Get me in. Launch me. Yeah. I wish all the circles are just red bad, blue good, or green good. Straight up. They've been on a journey to unify all these materials over the past years. Just make, you know, AoEs and grinding the same red bad, green good. There's a sulfur puddle somewhere. Oh, that's just elite. I should probably look up how long on average it takes people to get their map pieces here. Also, you know how to do the pink with Dark Knights when all your abilities are also pink? I'm just like, is this my ability? Launch me, game. 3-2 yeet. Bro, I didn't even get yeeted, but I got the buff. Okay. Weird. I guess that's a good thing. If you could make it so you don't get pulled, that's a 2-second save. So a little over 30 minutes and we got like 30 scrolls, almost 28. That's pretty good. Like if I can get over 50 scrolls an hour, that matches normal Histria. Honestly, I wish running scrolls wasn't so tedious. And the way to fix running like ancient scrolls or relics or like literally any other scroll that gives memfrags and stuff, the number one way to solve it is stop having the invincibility, and then like you have to watch that cut. Well, not really watch it, but you have to sit through invincibility phases longer than it takes you to kill the boss. This is also why that I have a lot of those, you know, the venomous fangs from like Crypt and everything, Thornwood and everywhere. This is why I have so many. I just don't want to run them. It takes so long. Why would you put a yellow under a blue? So I guess whenever there's a geyser up, you kind of just want to fight on it so you can have a permanent whirling rapids, but always get the 1 minute buff. If I've learned anything in 30 minutes. Yeah, and don't stand in red. Of course they spawn the elite once my 1 minute buff is almost ending. Like, you should be able to just burst it down without too much issue, but just give it to you. What are the ones that drop archaeologist pieces here? I think it's 2 cars and researchers, or no, it's devourer and something else. Earthquake? Where the blue at? There it is. Hurry up. I wish they didn't put your weapon away when that happened. Oh, okay. Fight in the geyser. I think if you can align the 1 minute buff with the big boy ad, you're doing really good. Man, getting a Yona fragment in 2024. You know, I know the pink is under me and I'm taking damage. How come sometimes it launches me? Do I have to be like directly in the center for it to launch? And then if you're like on the side, sometimes it just doesn't. Because if you can get the cancel and not get launched every time, That's a huge, that should be a huge bonus. Yeah, I think I'll do another hour at some point. Obviously, no Agris, and then me knowing actually what to do. I think I could probably pull another like 20, 30%, maybe another 20% loot just by knowing what to do. Uh, 15 till Garmoth. I should probably do that, actually. We'll just call the video early once Garmoth spawns. We'll probably be at like the 57-minute mark anyway. So it's like I'm losing, what, 3 minutes of a grind. Not too bad. It's worth going to Garmoth for, though. We're at seven soileds. Okay. I thought I was gonna get at least one. Drop rate sucks. Oh god. Let me learn how to animation cancel that so you just get the buff but without getting yeeted. I was lined up. Timer with the buff. Boss. About to be 0-8. Yup. God, just remove that from the game for a little bit. No one uses Sissels anymore. I'm pretty sure standing in that red and pink is just like double bad. Don't do that. The Venn diagram. Pink lemonade. Don't stand in it. Geyser, let's go. Wait, let me test something. If I'm blocking, do I still get yeeted? Yep. Okay. I wish they wouldn't put these puddles on top of the good and bad. Oh, that's bad though. Overall, I think this is a cool grind spot. It's mechanically different. It's kind of like Gyphon in a way, where you just like watch the colors, more or less. I think it's unique. It makes me actually have to be alert in a way. So I think it's good. Overall, the grind spot, not too bad. Do I like being on the top of the mountain in the middle of Valencia? No, but it is what it is. It's not a bad spot. Probably not like Giants level silver, but there's a map piece here that I have to get, so I'm probably going to be here more. Either that or back to Pilaku, because I need to get the second piece there. I do tend to like open areas more than like caves and everything, so I didn't really like Pilaku. I don't really like Crypt of Resting Thoughts and just cave grind spots in general. There's just something about like grinding in darkness for hundreds of hours. Whereas, you know, like Kama Sylvia is very colorful and bright. Looks nice. At least here, it looks like it's out in the middle of the open, which here on a mountain. Okay, let me just see if I could. Okay, so if you like iframe that, you can not get yeeted, which that's good, but you still get the buff. So I guess once that happens, what you do is just keep moving. That's all. Oh, and 9. Why are the rates so low, game? It's a Sissel. They're like 5 mil. Change that like soiled Sissel to a soiled Debo and I'd be more excited. Okay, yeah, just iframe and you're good. Good to know. Yeah, I think I could do so much better in another hour of grinding. What do those even do? The sulfur jars. Over 50 an hour of scrolls. That's huge. However, you get less Capra stones. Like, if you grind normal Histria, you get an even split of both of them, usually around like 50-60 of each. And I know that after hundreds of hours of grinding Histria. Thought I was iframing that. Dude, I need to learn the timing. That means a boss is here. You probably do a little bit better with demi-human crystals, but there's no need for me to spend like 30 billion just to do demi-human. Well, most of that would be coming from the Kabua artifacts, which actually, how much are they now? Oh, there's still a good price, like 7.5 for it instead of 10. I mean, less than before, but still pretty good. So I assume each fragment is like 70 mil. Yeah, Highlands probably still good. Probably like maybe 400 million less per hour. Like, back in the day when it came out, I was making between 1.5 to 2 billion consistently. Now it's probably like 1.1, 1.2 consistently, which is not bad. It's just not the same. But also, you gotta change it up every now and then. Grind for like items that you actually want to go for. I think the archaeologist map would be a nice one, which surprisingly is supposed to be the easiest one, because like I have to compass and the telescope, and those were not the most fun grinds. Can you make that spawn not on the extractor? All right, yeah, we got about 3 minutes till Garmoth, and then we'll go end off the video on that. Usually Garmoth takes a few minutes, so I think I could get away with like few extra more pulls. I wouldn't take this hour in terms of trash loot anything special, because it was my first hour and I used Agris. I need to learn how to time that geyser so I just don't just stand there and I'm actually doing something. Oh, and 10, boys. Let's do it. Easy. How close do you have to be in there just to get the buff? I can get away with a lot more things just with the gear difference, but like I honestly think that this spot doesn't seem too bad, honestly. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, like that thing. That might like actually hurt some other people. Let me. I have to go to Garmoth, but let's see. I could give it like 1 minute probably. Let me just turn this off. All right, so basically, give or take, 27,000 loot, 56 of that. You guys can calculate all the loot. It was obviously I used Aggro, so keep that in mind, but it was a fun hour. Let's just do Garmoth and then we'll wrap it up. They need to change this one for the new Roslyn outfit. It's time for Garmoth. Let's go. Nice, I got one hit in, and I went fly phase again. Fly phase again. This boss is so dumb. If it didn't drop Garmoth, I guarantee, like a heart, I guarantee no one would be here. And even then, the heart drop rate, it's so trash. I don't even know why I do this boss anymore, to be honest. Wait, what did I get? That item looked different. I know the scroll that you get to turn into quests, but it just looked different. All right, let's see. What is Garmoth giving us today? Holy, dude. That's rare. Oh my goodness. Add that to our collection of 2 out of 10 in like 50 or 100 Garmoths. That's wild. Anyway, with that said, that's it for me today. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a quick like and all that stuff. Drop a quick subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Peace.